All right, Hector, thank you. Time for some national news now. The Trump administration officials are following through on a pledge to negotiate an end to the war in Ukraine. Staff are arriving in the Middle East this morning to begin talks with Russia. While on the domestic front, mass federal workers are being let go, including employees with stellar performance reviews. NBC's Alice Barr has more from Washington.
Top Trump officials, including Secretary of State Marco Rubio, arriving in Saudi Arabia overnight for negotiations to end Russia's war on Ukraine. After his own trip around the Daytona 500 track, President Trump pressed about Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's role in the peace talks.
He will be involved, yes.
Zelensky indicating he has not been invited to this week's U.S.-Russia meetings, telling NBC's Meet the Press he will not accept any deal made without Ukraine.
And do you feel like you have a seat at the table right now?
I not only count on it, I'm sure that we have to be there, otherwise it's not acceptable.
Two U.S. officials tell NBC News the plan is for separate meetings with each country before bringing Russia and Ukraine together. While here at home, NBC News has learned an IRS employee affiliated with Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency is expected to seek access to an IRS system housing sensitive taxpayer information. An administration official says the employee has appropriate security clearances and is looking for waste, fraud, and abuse. Over the weekend, hundreds of federal workers laid off, from the Centers for Disease Control to the Department of Homeland Security and FEMA, according to department spokespeople. And at the Transportation Department, NBC News obtained a termination letter telling dozens of probationary workers they were fired for poor performance, despite most being rated exceptional.
This is just Elon Musk trying to come in and break things for the sake of breaking them.
This country has made more progress in the last 3 weeks than it's made in the last 4 years.
Pushback and praise in the president's race to remake the government. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And on the legal front, the Trump administration is about to make its first appeal to the U.S. Supreme Court, asking to keep a fired government ethics watchdog off the job during an ongoing court battle.